What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about what to do if your idol turns out to be a complete dick or asshole or whatever you want to say. Now, I know that a lot of you have probably gone through this situation, right? You have somebody in your respected spheres of influence who you really look up to, whether that be an entrepreneur, whether that be a celebrity, whether that be a musical artist, whether that be somebody in your family, or whether that be some sort of a business coach or successful person that you really look up to and you really inspire to be like. And one day your paths cross, right? Perhaps you just happen to meet them, or perhaps you are in some sort of a mastermind together, or perhaps you actually hire them as a coach, or they somehow are connected with you. And you get to talking to them and you're so pumped because you are such a fan of what it is that they do. And then after talking to them for a while, you realize they're a complete and total asshole. It happens, right? I think at some point, people who have become successful, they get this air of exclusivity, that their time is so precious that anyone who is not worthy and encroaches on that time needs to be treated like scum between their toes. That's just some of them, and that's just the world that we live in. Trust me, I love country music. I used to live in Nashville, and I used to work in the music scene, and I met a lot of the country music artists who I am absolutely a fan of. And unfortunately, about 70 to 75% of them were complete and total assholes. And that's okay. The other 25% of them were really sweet, wholehearted, and wonderful individuals. You just happen to run across them. But I want to talk a little bit more seriously about the business side of things, because when you have entrepreneurial and business idols, people who you look up to in that sphere of things, you have a guard that's up, right? And you have this sort of unspoken connection with them because not only are you following what they put out there, but they also inspire you to a level that you want to be like eventually in your career. And that makes you very vulnerable to the things that they have to say, because essentially your career and your success is riding on the curtails of the advice that they give you. So if eventually you cross paths with these people and they're unkind, it really pulls some strings, because something in you just sort of cracks and you're just like, well, now I'm not worthy of what I aspire to be, because the person who got there before me, they are either belittling to me or they just are not a nice person, and something like snaps. And this happened to me legit 2 days ago, right? This happened to me 2 days ago. There was somebody that I insanely look up to. Like, the things that she does are amazing. And I was very lucky enough to be on a call with her, just sharing some ideas, and it just skied off of the steep end, right? Just kind of really went downhill, and it was terrible. And I felt awful after that, because of what was said and the way I was treated. But if this has ever happened to you, there are some things that I want you to realize. No matter how shitty you feel after that, realizing that your idol is a complete dick, something that you need to realize is that you need to take whatever they said with a grain of salt. And this is just another piece of resiliency that comes with learning experiences and failures. And when you take what they say with a grain of salt and you just let it brush off, you have to remember that what they said was only one person's opinion of you. It's only one person's opinion of you, and that person does not even know you, does not even know who you are as an individual. And that's why you should take that opinion with a grain of salt, because they do not know you and they don't know your intentions. And while you might look up to them, they don't know you on a personal level. Only you know you on a personal level. You know your intentions, and you know that you're a good person. And if your intentions are pure and good, and you are a good person, and you know that, you're good. And everything else just needs to roll off, no matter how long it takes you for you to recognize those feelings and let those shake off. Just remember that that is one person's opinion of you. It might be an important person, but it's just one person's opinion. So that's what to do if you ever meet an idol and they end up being a dick. And hopefully that was helpful. Take it from me. Also, I'm sure you guys have been in that situation and it's really hurt, but just one person's opinion. You know you best. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about what that teaches us about who we are when you are in those situations.